whatever. Anyway, I'm just busy right now, and I'm going to try to get a few more readings out here, but in the midst of doing my own resolutions and reorganizing things. So it takes me a long time to kind of doing too many things at once. But either way, let's just get right into it. So, Leo, what I see here for you is amazing cards. Your major arcana, I'll read the general major cards out first, and then we'll kind of get into the clarifiers. So, the main energy out is the sun. So, sorry, Gemini. I don't know if I said Leo. Sorry. Gemini, this is what I have for you. So this is looking pretty good, actually. You're really in a space of really putting together some things, but it looks like you have some decisions to make, and for sure you have some concerns. I definitely see that there is a little bit of gridlock in terms of a decision that you have to make. But overall, the sun is your highlighted energy. So it does speak to things being more optimistic and positive and things going to be working out. So for the month of January, there is going to be some victorious energy here. But again, there are a couple of decisions here I feel that need to be kind of operated through before you can sort of manifest things into this new light or this new beginning. But either way, it does shed some light. Even in terms of health, there is a little bit of energy that's sort of pulling it back. Sorry, guys. But it does to me speak as though things are in recovery. So if you were unwell, okay, it looks like I had to drink something. One sec here. So if you were unwell, this looks like there is some kind of recovery that's around the corner, but in that can be speak to recovery even in regards to relationships. Could be dealing with a Libra energy here as well, but in regards to a person. But I do, because we've got Queen of Swords, Empress down here as well, mother figure could also be at play. But there's some worrying energy in around a mother figure here as well, or at least some concern or something that you're kind of preoccupying yourself with in regards to a mother figure. So again, whether this is, well, we'll leave it at that and we'll just kind of pull it through. But either way, I still feel like there is some energy here of overall well-being is looking pretty good. It looks like it's more of a recovering kind of energy here. But overall, I just feel like there's a very optimistic sort of feel around things. So again, there's going to be a couple of, maybe there could be, when I look at the Two of Swords, it's almost like there is some kind of peace or something that is being worked through because of that Two of Swords energy with peace. It feels like there might have been some stagnant energy there. Something wasn't moving forward, but I still feel like at this point, something is in the works. Something is starting to benefit. Something is starting to improve. So whether this is in regards to communication, or in regards to health, or again, both. It could be some kind of marriage situation here as well, or something dealing with a Libra. As I say, there's some kind of balance that's starting to harmonize here for the period of January. And it definitely feels like there is, even though you have a lot of worry around something, it still feels like things are kind of moving in a more favorable space. The fives are all about something where you have to go into change, make a change of some sort, where something is not quite where it should be. So there is something that has to be adjusted here, and you're, still in a space where you need to kind of really look hard at something, even in regards to money. I feel like money could be an issue here. There's a lot of focus on money, or worried about your abundance, or worried about, if money is going to be there here in this situation. Still efforts being made to work on things though, but again, there is a sense that, could be something around the physical part of that might be a concern for you in regards to the Empress energy. But again, it's almost like things are still being held together. It's just at a lower level. So everything's still looking good, but there's a little bit of restriction around it. So you feel there's going to be some kind of level of instability, but there's actually enough stability here that there's not a lot of strain, but it's causing you to feel a little bit of inaction or feel like you can't move forward or feel restricted in some way in the month of January. Again, we also have that Three of Discs, so there's still something that's being worked on that's influencing this here and the material world. So there's something about your money that is still in control of a situation, but not really feeling secure about it. You're still in that building stage of something. So again, there's ideas that you're still trying to level up, still trying to put some time and effort in behind something. But again, it's still not manifesting just yet because we are still stuck in that Two of Wands energy. Two of Wands again still sort of speaks to, you have an idea of how you want something to shape or to form. Um, but again, it's almost like it can't quite move too far into the process just yet because there's some decisions that need to be made yet before this can move in and be of any influence or be of any impact. So there might be some kind of stalled projects here because there's a couple of things that are sort of in the way. Possibly three things in the way, but like obstacles. But you're still kind of working through it either way is what I would say there. The Queen of Swords, which is further down here as well, still speaks to things moving in a really good direction. I mean, the Queen of Swords is somebody who's quite, whether you're dealing with a Libra or this is you just being very mindful of the way in which you conduct yourself and deal with things from a logical, clear head, that kind of thing. Ideas person, really accurate about how you're looking at things and sort of moving in things in a swift way. But either way, there's still this energy around, I don't want to say anything in a negative way like sly or anything like that, because it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like you're just really uh, maybe expecting the worst, but things are still looking pretty good. And there's still a little bit of hope here as well, but it's almost like things are just in recovery. Everything is just starting to kind of turn around. So you're just not feeling overly optimistic. But there is some positive, working energy to deal with a couple of decisions that you might have to make, or two or three possible obstacles in the way here. But again, things are still turning around. The cards that I have below here, kitty cat and the wolf, I guess is probably what that one is there. These are the things the best that you can hope for in this month. So that would be Cat Sith, or however that's pronounced. Sorry, guys. This is a deck that's new to me, but it's also about luck being in your situation. So and actually, there's a rare cat that it's a very expensive cat, and I can't remember what the name of it is, but it has two different colored eyes, and it is about abundance, and that's what this card also represents, is that luck. And even though you're not quite sure about your path and how things are going, the black and the white, obviously a contrast, but it is a cat, the white spirit cat, and it does speak to good luck being in the corner here. Um, and of course with the sun card, so there is going to be some highlighted uh you know luck that's going to change in the future. I don't feel like but it's started in this energy already. So there's also a sense that things could go either way, possibly dependent on these decisions that you make. But either way, it kind of speaks to some good and bad luck that's coming in. But again, it's almost like it's not written in stone. It's going to be based around these decisions here. So it's something along that line. Um, but this is still worry and anxiety and possibly a little bit of depression as well, dealing with because they go hand in hand. And the fact that they were consecutive together here tells me that, you know, I mean, this is, will it be good luck or will this be bad luck? This is kind of that energy. So at this point, I would say that whatever the darker path is, yes, it may be close at hand, but there is energy that speaks to you still working on things and things are still in recovery. So maybe there's been a lot of bad luck or something that's been heavier energy that has kept you worried and in anxiety, but it still feels like things have more of a positive influence versus a negative. But I will say it's a very slow recovery, whatever this is. And it does seem to be more financial. Slow recovery. Doesn't feel like huge turnaround. Feels like you were almost riding a middle line here. It's almost like things could go either way depending on your decisions. But everything is definitely right in down the middle. Keep working on things. Like I said, this could just indicate that you have more worry than necessary than and anxiety over your abundance or over finances in the future or something along that line. But there is definitely significant worry that you're still working on, but you're still working on things, but you have at least 2 or 3 obstacles that are sort of in the way, and it really could kind of go either way. But again, there's more favored to the positive than the negative. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that. We'll see what February brings for you, Gemini. But either way, it's not bad. I would say that your mindset is going to be a key influence in this particular reading. Actually, maybe I'll also get the advice cards. Let's do that too. What is the advice for Gemini in the month of January? What is the advice in the month of January for Gemini? What is the best advice? Okay, strength. Best advice for Gemini. Questions. Best advice for Gemini. Okay, so the advice is all right, so the advice is strength. You need to stand up and have an opinion because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. This decision will have long-term effects on your future. So it's not to say that your voice, your advice is the only one that counts. What is really saying with strength is you have to be able to have a strong enough opinion to know where your, what your convictions are and certainly act with integrity and value. But at the same token, at this point, you have to be sure of what it is that you're kind of aiming for and able to make this happen or have something move in your favor. You need to ask more questions. So what you were thinking is absolutely correct. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. So there's something here you're not really certain of, but you have a sense of. Love. Before you can truly love another, you need to open your heart and allow yourself to receive love first. If you open your heart to love, it will flow into your soul. So I think that sort of speaks for itself, but it's also about you have to love yourself first before anybody else can love you as well. So assuredness. It's time to challenge this situation and say, this is not good enough. Stand tall, take a stand. It's time to show the world just how damn tough you are. So there's something here, like I said, that you need to be assured of. And maybe I'll pull one more card on that. What is it that, let's see. Where's my other deck? Okay. What is it that Gemini needs to be? What are they worried about? What is Gemini concerned about? What do they need to be focused on to correct? Okay, the universe. I'm just going to pull these out. Something about a new start and an end. So you are in a time of transformation as well. This is huge judgment that's coming in. The card of the universe is still speaking to, and again, it's basically judgment and the world card. So it's an end card and a beginning card. You're really reviewing where you are in life, what it is that you want to do, how you want to go forward, sort of putting it. This was also for another sign as well. So it's really you taking a look at everything that you've accomplished and trying to sort of finish up something and getting ready to sort of move into the next phase of your life. So either way, the universe is a card indicating that you've got a lot of changes coming in here. So there is something here that Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to review this one. Okay, yeah. So that was the 21. So anyway, this one does speak to its big major arcana that you're going through. So it's a resolution of some sort that you're trying to come to. You're trying to find a way to sort of integrate all your lessons and sort of figure out how to move into this new beginning. So in doing so, you're looking at your life as in totality, figuring out how you want to conclude things, how you want to move forward. But definitely really evaluating your life at this point is what I would say, especially with the card of Eon and then the Ace of Cups to follow. So, I mean, the Eon card, again, that's about, trying to look at everything that has meaning to you. And, this could also indicate a Libra as well, but it's something in along the lines of, trying to find a way back to a happy ending for yourself with the Ace of Cups. This is trying to find a new start, trying to find something that's more positive or happy or improving in your emotional life. It's also some kind of gift in from the universe that may be also coming in. Don't know that it's quite here yet because you're still in this conclusive resolution sort of energy. But there's something here that is still a little bit back and forth, still about two or three things, obstacles that need to be worked through first. You need to sort of finish those first before this gift from the universe comes in. And again, you're still trying to finish that up, and then you'll be able to, because there's judgment, there's things that you have to kind of work through. Like I said, you're trying to review life in a sense, and yeah, you're just trying to review life and sort of figure out what it is that matters right now, um, and to see where you have opportunity. That's what I would say right there, and I'm going to leave it there. That's what I have for you, Gemini. I'll do some other future reads again with my other tarot decks, but just wanted to try this new one. It's these two new ones. So hopefully that was a little bit of insight for you for the month of January. Keep moving forward. Never give up.